They begin the drive with Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hooker now off play action. Leaping, and he makes the grab. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Hooker. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Down the sideline he goes. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll run with Gibbs, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Beckham will go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Hooker's throw pulled in by Woods. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Hooker wants to change the look. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. They'll roll him out right. Going deep this time for Miller. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Scotty Miller, 35 yards. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 37-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Interesting. He told us that he likes to run right more than left, but there he looked pretty comfortable going left for a big gain, Charles.
Kind of like a basketball player who has a dominant side that he dribbles to. But the ability to cross that over, change it up, and break a tendency can often lead to great results, as we just saw there.
76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And it's caught on the deflection. And then
partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
PAT up and good by Rosas. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Slot man moves right. Here's Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They try the left side here with Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Hooker. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Eric Saubert from a yard out. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll send Beckham in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there, but they're across the 50 at the 48 now. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw, Hooker. A short throw pulled in by Woods. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 37 yards. And the Lions have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. This is Fant on the short completion. Into space at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Well,
with the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Beckham goes in motion left. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 70. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. Hooker. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gibbs on the toss left. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. Throwing is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Now Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And Rosas pulled it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Hooker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Off play action. Here's Hooker. He gets it to Cooks. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Hooker going to try and throw for it. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
In motion right, here comes Johnson. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 102 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Here's 1st down.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
KJ Hamler,
53 yards.
And the Saints strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing here is Hooker. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd down.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Now Hooker.
And that's caught by Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here it is, 4th and inches.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches.
In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Now Hooker going to change things up a bit.
Triangle was wide open, yo.
To throw.
As this complete to Woods. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Hooker to throw.
It's Miller, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his 1st year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's third down.
Here's Hooker. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. This is 1st and 10. Hooker's looking to throw.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for two and end this thing now.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now Rodgers. This is Fant on the short completion.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Here's Rodgers. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tie. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
Down the right sideline.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel
You
good
should
about
have
this
picked
one.
that.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for New Orleans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.